May it please your lordship. My lord, I beg to mention item number 3, my lord. I am appearing
Yes.
on behalf of senior counsel Mr. P.K. Tiwari. He is out of station, my lord. Kindly adjourn the matter for the day. I have taken the consent. Yes, one side is present.
Okay, Mr.
You Pathak, my lord?
U. Pathak,
Yes, sir.
Learned Counsel, for appearing for a petitioner, has submitted that leading counsel, Mr. P.K. Tiwari. Mr. P.K. Tiwari, learned senior counsel, who is leading him in this case, is out of station on Barcelona ground and has thus made a prayer for adjournment of the case. Post of Mr.
A. Borua
A. Borua,
for the TJ Mohanty.
learned counsel appearing on behalf of Mr. T.J. Mohanty, learned senior counsel and standing counsel, Guwahati High Court, for the respondent number 3 he is present and has submitted that he has no objection to the said prayer. Full stop. The prayer is allowed. The case stands passable for the day. Stands adjourned for the day.
I am obliged.
For this one, I don't know one.
If I may, Lordship. Lordship, my senior, the arguing counsel for this particular matter, Mr. Somua, had to leave the court premises, Lordship, a little while ago. He had a medical appointment. So if Lordship would be kind enough to allow us
Yes,
2 weeks.
where
time.
is Mr. Talukdar? Vijay Talukdar was supposed to file an affidavit. On the previous date,
Yes, Lord.
Mr. Vijay Talukdar said that affidavit in opposition will be filed within 2 weeks' time.
But if it has not been filed.
Okay, Mr.
R. Bhuya, Lordship.
R. Bhuya, learned counsel for the petitioner, has submitted that Mr. A. Somua, learned counsel who is leading him in this case, has some personal difficulty today and has thus paid for listing of the case on another date. First of Mr. N.K. Sharma, learned counsel representing Mr. H.K. Das, learned standing counsel, Guwahati High Court, for the respondent number 224 is in attendance. Full stop. On the previous date of listing, that is, on 21/10/2024, Mr. B.J. Talukdar, learned senior counsel, appearing for the respondent number 1, has submitted that the affidavit in opposition on behalf of the respondent number 5 would be filed within 2 weeks' time. And accordingly, the case was ordered to be listed after 2 weeks post of today, none has represented the respondent number 1 post of in view of a prayer made on behalf of the petitioner and non-representation on behalf of the respondent number 1. Let the case be listed after 2 weeks for filing of affidavit of opposition on behalf of the respondent number 5.
Item 2.
This matter, Lordship, may kindly see the last order, Lordship. On the last.
We
order,
can close.
Lordship.
We have observed already. So take your seat, please. Take your seats. The petitioner, the writ petitioner, had approached this court by this writ petition, preferred under Article 226 of the Constitution of India, seeking a direction to the respondent authorities to make payment of compassionate gratuity as granted by the respondent number 2, as allowed by the respondent number 2 by its letter dated 9/10/2015. Full stop. The petitioner was an employee of the Guwahati High Court. Having initially joined as a typist. Full stop. When the petitioner was serving as a when the petitioner was serving as a lower division assistant, a departmental proceeding, a show cause notice was issued to him on 2/11/2000 under Rule 23 of the Guwahati High Court Services, within bracket appointment, conditions of service and conduct, bracket close, silo body, rules 1967, within bracket, the rules 1967 or 1967 rules also. Asking him to show cause as to why any of the penalties mentioned therein should not be inflicted upon him. First, and a departmental proceeding a disciplinary proceeding, departmental proceeding number DP capital number 04/2001 was drawn up against him. Full stop. In the departmental proceeding, on conclusion of the departmental proceeding, the petitioner was inflicted with a penalty of dismissal from service via an order dated 13/3/2006. Full stop. It is stated that during the pendency of the disciplinary proceeding, the petitioner reached the age of superannuation on 1/2/2006, that is, on a date prior to the infliction of the penalty of dismissal from service by order dated 13/3/2006. Full stop. Agreed by the penalty of dismissal from service, the petitioner preferred a writ petition, WBC number 694/2007. Full stop. By judgment and order dated 10/8/2010, passed in the writ petition WBC number 694/2007, the order of penalty of dismissal from service was interfered with and a direction was made to conduct the inquiry, to conduct the disciplinary proceeding from the stage after submission of the written statement by the petitioner. Full stop. Pursuant to the aforestated direction, the disciplinary proceeding resumed. And the inquiry officer submitted an inquiry report, ER capital, dated 30/03/2011, holding that the charges leveled against the petitioner were proved. Full stop. After consideration of the inquiry report dated 30/3/2011, submitted by the inquiry officer in connection with disciplinary proceeding number 04/2001, the disciplinary authority vide an order dated 18/7/2011 held, disposed of the disciplinary proceeding by ordering that the pensionary benefit of the petitioner had been withheld permanently. Full stop. Pursuant to the order dated, subsequent to the order dated 18/7/2011, the petitioner submitted an application for release of gratuity before the respondent authorities. Post. On 26/2/2013, it was informed to the Judicial Department, Government of Assam, by the respondent number 2, by this letter bearing number so and so, page 18, that after consideration of the petitioner's prayer for release of gratuity and leave encasement, after the petitioner's prayer for release of gratuity and leave encasement was placed before the administrative committee of the Guwahati High Court. And the Administrative Committee, after due consideration, was pleased to release the gratuity and leave encashment in respect of the petitioner. Full stop. The Judicial Department Government of Assam was thereby requested to transmit the aforesaid information to the office of the respondent number 3. To do the needful. Full stop. The respondent number 2. By this later bidding number so and so dated 17/5/2013, page 20. Wrote to the respondent number 3. In reference to its earlier letter dated 26/2/2013. Wrote forwarded the necessary papers. I reached later dated so and so. Forwarded the necessary papers to the office of the respondent number 3. For the necessary papers relating to the petitioner to the office of the respondent number 3, in reference to its earlier or letter dated 26/2/2013. Full stop. In response to the said letter dated 17/5/2013, the respondent number 3, or it is letter number so and so dated 18/6/2013, page 22. Had stated inter alia that as the petitioner's pensionary benefit had been withheld permanently, the pension within bracket including family pension bracket close, gratuity and leave encashment would also have to be withheld. And in such situation, only compassionate grants could be made in accordance with Rule 24 of the Assam Services within bracket Pension Rules 1969, which reads as under. Full stop. Such a view, such a view was made on the premise that the rules applicable to the Assam government employees in regard to pay, allowances, leave, pension, etc. are applicable mutatis mutandis to the Guwahati High Court employees as per Rule 21 of the Guwahati High Court rules. Full stop. With such observation, the documents like the case papers like the service book and pension papers of the petitioner were returned with a request to sanction land compassionate gratuity under Rule 24 of the Assam Services Pension within bracket Rules 1969. If the same with a request to sanction, on special consideration. If it was found if the petition was found deserving for the same on special consideration at the end of the employer post of it, it was requested to resubmit the case papers accordingly thereafter. Post of. 25(6) colon 18(6). The response number 2 had thereafter by this letter number so and so dated 9/10/2015, page 39, wrote to the response number 3 stating that the competent authority had decided to grant compassionate gratuity, as suggested by the response number 3. Full stop. The response number 3 was thereby requested to calculate the amount of compassionate gratuity as per the competition statement enclosed therewith, and to issue authority for the same. Full stop. In the statement enclosed with the letter dated 9/10/2015, page 40, following particulars in respect of the petitioner were mentioned. Page 40, dark dias. The letter dated 9/10/2015 Supra was followed by 2 subsequent letters bearing number so and so, page 41, dated 15/2/2016, and bearing number so and so, dated 4/8/2016. Para. It was at that stage the petitioner approached this court by the present petition with the seeking the relief mentioned above. Full stop. Para. during the pendency of the writ petition, comma, the learned counsel for the petitioner, comma, on 18/2/2019, comma, submitted that authorization for payment of compassionate gratuity amounting to rupees 1,55,034 was made by GPO number 104060918 dated 12/12/2018. So it was further submitted that the petitioner will be entitled to a higher amount. Full stop. Then, in view of the above submission made by the learned counsel for the petitioner, comma, the office of the accountant general, that is, comma, the respondent number 3, was asked to produce the breakup as to how the respondent number 3 had authorized payment for rupees 1,55,034 to the petitioner towards compassionate gratuity. আপনি আবার বলে ভুল করেছি টাইপ করে প্যারা 6 হবে। But on the previous date of listing, comma, that is on, comma, 4/11/2024, comma, Mr. Bhattacharya, Standing Counsel Accountant General A&E Assam, for the respondent number 3, has placed a communication bearing number Agor paragraph 5, Agor order to paragraph 5 to. Kali bearing number ta likhe dibo. Ikon code code. Oh, ikon. Bearing number so and so dated 19/3/2019. Comma, addressed to him by the office of the Accountant General A&E Assam. Post up. Agor order para 6 to likhe dibo. Para 7 to likhe dibo. Post up. একদম উপরে লিখিব। There is no representation on behalf of the petitioner today on call. Full stop. When the writ petition was listed earlier on 16/3/2022 and 4/11/2024, comma, there was no representation on behalf of the petitioner on that 2 occasions also. Full stop. Next paragraph likhibo. Mr. N.K. Sharma, counsel representing Mr. H.K. Das, Standing Counsel, Guwahati High Court, GHC, for the respondent number 1 and 2, and Mr. D. Bhattacharya, Standing Counsel, Accountant General A&E Assam, for the respondent number 3, who were present on 4/11/2024, comma, are present. Paragraph 6, 7 question. It was observed both Mr. Sharma, learned counsel appearing for respondent number 1 and 2, and Mr. Bhattacharya, learned Standing Counsel A&E for the respondent number 3, have submitted that with the authorization of compassionate gratuity amounting to rupees 1,55,034, comma, in the aforestated manner, comma, the grievance of the petitioner has been prima facie and substantially, comma, redressed. Full stop. Para. When the petition, when the petitioner was found unrepresented on the previous date of listing, 4/11/2024, it was observed that in the event of non-representation on behalf of the petitioner on the next date of listing, appropriate order would be passed, presuming that the petitioner is not interested to pursue this writ petition. Post right. As it appears that the grievance of the petitioner raised in this petition is prima facie and substantially redressed with the authorization of compassionate gratuity amounting to rupees 1,55,034. And in view of non-representation of the petitioner on 3 consecutive occasions, this court is of the considered view that the petitioner is no longer interested to pursue this writ petition. Full stop. In view of such repeated non-representation, this writ petition is liable to be dismissed. Full stop. It is accordingly ordered. Bill comes, then okay.
Item 4.
Yes, sir.
In this matter, finance had filed their affidavit lordship and we had filed our counsel to the same lordship.
Finances file.
Their affidavit,
Who is supposed to file basically?
finance lordship. Filed their affidavit to lordship.
High Court is not required to file, or judicial?
Basically, like remarks with the finance lord.
Finance. Okay. Yes, Mr. Borua, do you have any thing to say? No pleading is required. No pleading is required. No, if you say that, don't come later on that we require, then I'll observe it. Huh? Okay.
Lordship fix the matter for admission hearing after 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Lordship.
Mr. Gautam, it will be difficult. I am sitting in a division bench
Yeah, 2
For
weeks
the
or 3
next
weeks
week.
means after vacation. Lordship.
for the next week.
Not next week, lordship.
No, for the next week.
Lordship,
Thereafter again, I'll be
out of station.
out of station for 2.
Lordship is simply
So it will be, last week will be again,
motion week, lordship.
so it will,
After vacation.
most probably will go out in the new year.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. N. Gautam,
Lordship.
the counsel for the petitioner is present. Mr. U. Borua, none has appeared. Sorry, none has appeared. No, there is no representation on behalf of the respondent number 1, 2, 3, and 4 today on call. Also, Mr. A. Borua, learned counsel, representing Mr. T.J. Mount, senior counsel and standing counsel, Guwahati High Court, for the respondent number 5 is present. Post of para. Mr. Borua has submitted that there is no requirement to file any pleadings on behalf of the respondent number 5 in view of the nature, in view of the issue involved in this writ petition. Full stop. It is noticed that an affidavit in opposition on behalf of the respondent number 3 has already been filed, and an affidavit in reply to the said affidavit in opposition has also been filed by the petitioner side. Full stop. List the case Huh? As agreed as sought for and agreed to by the Land Council for the parties, lays the case immediately after the ensuing winter vacation on a date to be fixed by the office.
It does. Item 5.
Sandeepan Ghosh. Yes.
It is your lordship.
This matter.
Oh,
Need further 2 weeks time to file affidavit.
okay. H. Betala, Learned Counsel for the petitioner is present. Mr. N. K. Sharma, Learned Counsel representing Mr. H. K. Das, Learned Standing Counsel GSC, has sought for further 2 weeks time to file counter affidavit on behalf of all the respondents.
Well, it's only Guwahati High Court.
Huh?
Only respondent is the Guwahati High Court.
On behalf of the respondent number,
One, Lord. That is Guwahati High Court. Sole respondent, Lord.
on behalf of the respondent.
I think meanwhile, if they file, we can file the counter and lordship can fix it for admission here. And lordship, it's a matter, 2 occasions already they have sought for times.
Let it be.
Me.
You file immediately.
Yes, lordship, will file.
List the privilege law, list the case after 2 weeks on a date to be fixed by the office. এটাই respondent পাইছো দেই।
Obliged, lordship.
6 for orders.
8, please, your lordship.
Yes, Mr. Borua.
In this case, we have filed our affidavit, Lordship.
Lordship,
Yes.
They have filed their affidavit. We had sought for time on the last occasion for 3 weeks, but we have not received instructions from the committee yet, from the Employees Association yet. So if Lordship would grant us 2 more weeks' time, file our affidavit and reply.
Mr.
Mr. I. Bhuyan.
I. Bhuyan. এটা লিখি দিব মিস্টাৰ আই এটা আহিছে নেকি এটা এটা আহিছে ন
Only one.
Okay.
Only one.
Mr. I. Learned Counsel appearing for the petitioners has submitted that instructions are awaited from the petitioners to file an affidavit in reply.
Yes, yes, Lordship.
And has post up. He has therefore paid for further 2 weeks time to file the affidavit in reply. Post up. Mr. U. Borua, Learned Counsel representing Mr. T. J. Mohantal as Senior Counsel and Standing Counsel GHC for the respondent
4 and
2 and 3,
4 and
4 and 5 is present and has submitted that he has no objection to the seat prayer. Post up. The prayer made on behalf of the petitioner is accepted, release the case
Lordship, there-
after 2 weeks on a date to be fixed by the office, the interim order passed earlier.
of